Here are 4 weird-ass things that happen to your body when you actually start to process your emotions. Let's go. And if you're used to withdrawing from or running from your true, authentic emotions and feelings, which is very human of us, then when you start to actually process your emotions and your truth, your true feelings around a situation, what happens is you feel a lot more. So you feel like you're almost regressing and you're taking a backward step. And that's not the truth. It's just because you are now starting to feel all of the shadow and all of the sometimes pain and wounds around a situation that in the past we might have been avoiding because it didn't feel safe enough to feel in that moment. So feelings come back much stronger and much deeper than you ever thought possible because you weren't actually feeling them before. Number 2 is similar. You feel worse before you feel better. When we start to process our emotions, we actually have to sit with them, right? We actually have to bring our awareness back to presence and sit with the emotion. And emotions are energy in motion. So they are going to create a sensation and emotion in the body. And these aren't always comfortable, right? So we actually have to go through some discomfort, which is not something that we're necessarily conditioned to feel is safe in any way, shape or form. So the discomfort sometimes feel like we want to start to numb or run from it again. But the discomfort is actually an invitation that you are actually not running or numbing. 3 is your digestion might start to improve because our emotional body is placed in the solar plexus energy center. And when we don't deal with our emotions, when we withdraw or we run from our emotions, this can affect the digestive system quite massively, actually. It's been a thing in my life for sure. So I recognize this. And when you start to actually process your emotions and deal with your emotions, your digestion improves. Number 4, this is weird because you can't even believe that it actually happens, is that your looping thoughts around emotions like anxiety, fear, all of this overthinking that happens in the mental space, it starts to dilute, it starts to soften, because the only reason that you are looping those emotions and creating narratives out of those emotions is because the energy goes to the mind if you haven't dealt with it in the emotional body. So if you don't deal with an emotion or process an emotion in the present moment, the mind latches onto it and creates an identity and a narrative out of it. And that's what creates the suffering.